I mean, that was just
you slept in the van.
Alcohol. Slept in the van. It was it was like fucking April or something, but it wasn't hot. I woke up, I'd pissed me cacks, and all that merch was kind of next to me where I'd slept, and there's probably some people with some pissy t-shirts.
Headbangers. Hi, welcome back to the Headbangers podcast. We're your hosts, Nathan and Brad. Here today is Pist. How are you guys doing?
Good. Loving the weather.
Man. Yeah. Nice weather.
It is nice weather. It's about time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it started getting a bit dicey like last month because I was there like I feel like I'm in fucking Game of Thrones. I was there like it's like every day is winter. Have you not watched it?
Nah.
Basically, the entire like thing is just winters last forever.
Yeah, it starts to
I was just saying the winter felt like it was going on for way longer.
Yeah, way too long, man. So I want to jump in and ask you guys straight away. So tour stories, like what's your worst and like funniest tour story that's happened to you?
A lot of it we probably can't get away with saying.
I'll say some of the horrible shit I've done.
Yeah, you go ahead.
So okay, it's a safe space, guys. Go on.
Safe space, fucking like shitting myself. I pissed on all our merch once, didn't I?
Yeah.
Woke up and thought I was gonna die, and then got made the worst bacon butties ever. Probably shitting myself on the first night of the Bone Cauldron tour that we did with Gert as well.
We were just loading in and he stepped off the bus.
We'd literally gone from Manchester to Leeds, which is 40 minutes or something. I stepped off the bus and trusted a fart and just blew out in my pants. And then I think we were outside a pig station or something, and I was there fucking starkers just having to change the grubs and that. That was pretty grim, man.
You know, it's quite funny actually because we've spoken to a lot of bands and most of their like worst and funniest tour stories involve shitting themselves. So it must be just like a reoccurring thing, to be honest.
Yeah. Can't control our bowels, man.
Yeah, no, like Sean from Ingested was saying like he once had a gig where in the middle of the gig he had food poisoning that kicked in. He said where the stage was, the bathrooms you had to like walk up a hallway to get to him. So he said he fucking sprinted, and was just throwing up whilst playing like guitar.
Des from Wolf Bastard and Burial just did it while he was screaming, man. He let out a scream and just shat. And played the rest of the show, man. I'm sure he'll thank me for telling you that.
I had the vocalist of a couple I can. He once shot himself whilst he once shot himself by singing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking
It must have happened more than people think. Like that'll be like my worst nightmare, being on stage and say, "Oh fucking, I'm gonna shit myself." Can't trust the fart.
Yeah, you should probably keep it quiet in that, but you asked for something horrible.
Yeah, the more horrible, the better. To be honest. Cheers for sharing.
I mean, we won't go deeper than that. We'll leave it at shit, mate.
Leave it.
Well, I kind of want to know how he ended up pissing on the merch, though.
Go on.
I mean, that was just
you slept in the van.
Alcohol. Slept in the van. It was it was like fucking April or something, but it wasn't hot. I woke up, I'd pissed me cacks, and all that merch was kind of next to me where I'd slept, and there's probably some people with some pissy t-shirts.
Did you sell them?
They were wrapped, and I wiped them down, sanitized and all that shit.
You never know, you might have some like diehard fans that have like waited to have your t-shirt pissed on.
They want pissed on piss.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Just walks up to
What
the
them
merch
guys?
booth. Just walks up to the merch booth. Have these been pissed on? No.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking get it out.
if
Piss
you
on it
want.
now.
It's a bit fucking weird though.
My mate said he pissed on his. Why can't I have it on mine?
One thing I want to like mention as well, like you guys released such a fucking great EP last year. No, not last year, 2019. I keep fucking thinking that like last year was 2019 because fucking let's face it, not happened. But there like is there another like release in the works?
Yeah, we've got
A full length coming out early next year.
I mean, the last one was a full length, to be fair. It was like, I think, what, 7 tracks?
7 tracks.
Yeah, but we put some long-winded shit on there. But yeah, we've got, we've just been in the studio. So we're looking at, I don't know.
By April, hopefully.
Yeah, by April next year. I still need to go and do my vocals and that. I fell down the stairs and broke my nose and that.
Oh,
and,
God.
Yeah, one of them. But we didn't have enough time anyway, so we're going to go back, me and Mike, and get the vocals done on that. And then, yeah, look around April. We've got 8 tunes down for it. So
it's about 40 minutes long.
Yeah, about 40 odd minutes or something. So yeah, and it sounds fucking killer, man. Like it does. It's like a step up from Hales and stuff like that. 100%.
Good stuff. Looking forward to hearing it. I think like one aspect that I love about you guys is that you blend the gritty death metal sound, but with also a bit of like southern groove metal as well. And would you say that's fair to say? Oh, I think you guys are. Oh.
Nah, someone muted us. They had enough of our shit.
Sorry, got to pick the question.
That's a very fair thing to say, and I like that you've said death metal rather than anything else, because that's my favourite. But yeah, we blend it with a bit of black metal as well, and we're trying to keep it groovy because that's how we started. We're just trying to add more of everything as time goes on, and the new album definitely shows that.
I think we just cover kind of most of the music we listen to and stuff like that, rather than focusing on being, I don't know, like one particular style or something like that. We listen to so much shit. Like we like to blend a bit of everything in. Yeah,
I like it though, because it doesn't seem forced that you put all these different elements in it. Like some bands try to put everything in and it just seems messy, but with you guys it seems like it all fits perfectly. Like nothing's in there just for the sake of being there.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and as well, like kind of going back to Brad's point, like the sort of like the heavier sort of like riffs mixed with the melodic riffs. How do you guys tend to try to balance it out? Like, because it is hard to mix those two together and make it sound so good.
To be fair, when we started doing that, it started off as like an old Pist song where it was groovy, and then we'd mess about and just throw a black metal riff in, not intending for it to be serious, just messing about in the room, and then we were like, hang on, that kind of works, and then made a song out of it.
I think it's quite easy, to be honest with you.
It is
like
fun.
in the way we're writing at the moment and stuff like that. It all seems to flow. I mean, we kind of know just what's going to come next before it's written at times and stuff like that. It's just flowing really fucking well at the moment, man.
Yeah, it always intrigues me, like, when bands first start out and they don't know what the sound is just yet, but then eventually every band's like, yeah, we just kind of go into the room and then the magic happens. Like, I wonder, like, what's the turning point where bands just decide, yeah, this is us now, this is our sound, like, we just know how to do it now?
The fact that we don't like our first 2 records.
I think this next album we've got coming out
Leonard, will you grab me there, please?
It's definitely our sound because we've added even more of everything this time, and I think it'll take people by surprise, but this is definitely where we're at now.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I said earlier, yeah, it's a definite step up, and it's just coming together now, man. I think because we kind of we're kind of, when we first started and shit, we're in the studio after like one practice or whatever, and we just stuck out a record. So I always kind of view them as demos and that, and I think we're finding our feet and shit, and now I think we're getting there, defo.
What did you like about your first two records then?
It was just because I wrote it before the band started, and then it was kind of like just thrown together, whereas everything else is more of a collaborative effort. And I was about 17 when I wrote some of them songs, and it's just very like, my favorite band was Down at the time, so I just ripped them up.
No, we love that. But no, it's not that I don't like them, you know, they served the fucking purpose and that, and we're good, it got us out there and everything like that. I just much prefer where we're at kind of at the moment and moving towards and that.
That's fair enough.
I feel like you've sort of like expanded a little bit more as a band.
Yeah,
man,
we sound like a much bigger band now, especially with another guitarist.
Yeah, we've got a new guitarist in as well, Jack. So it sounds fuller. It's good, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I've always noticed sort of a difference with my own band when we had our bassist switch to guitarist, and the minute you get two guitars on, like it just sounds so much better.
Have so much more freedom with two guitars as well.
Oh yeah, because then you can have leads going and have at least
you can get your fucking
like,
Iron Maiden harmonies in there, man. That's what the shit's about.
Definitely. How did you all meet then? How did like the band sort of start?
I was in a band called Jackknife Holiday, who Dave knew the vocalist out of that band, and then I left that band because I don't know, I just thought bad enough. And then I don't know, I just kind of
I think we were putting gigs on.
Oh yeah.
We were like doing a bit of promoting and shit, and then John posted some riffs on Facebook, and I was like, I wasn't doing anything really musically at the time. I was like, I'll fucking sing on them, man. And then I've known Unty since fucking I was a real young kid, and then Collins, our bassist, I've known him for ages as well, so just recruited them, and then it just straight off from there, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's mint. How did you get into promoting as well? Like, how did you sort of fall into that?
I just used to put my old band on and pick bands that I like from around the country to play with us. And then it just escalates from there. People find out you put shows on, you'll get an email and be like, next thing you know, you're putting Dope Throne on.
I used to just lose money on them.
So what inspires you like the most lyrically and songwriting wise, even like outside of the music realm? Like, you know, do you watch like any shows, or like does anything in like just in life inspire you?
Misery.
Good answer.
I don't know, man. Lyrically and shit, just life really, and just wherever my head kind of wanders off to. We don't write. I mean, I don't personally write anything as like a concept to like a show or a book or like nothing. Well, I've not done that yet.
Yeah.
We'll see how far we go and if I need to do that shit. But I doubt it. Fucking but no, just day-to-day shit. Just, you know, just normal shit. And music-wise, fucking, I don't know, just stuff we listen to probably inspires us. Like, I don't know, man. We just fucking enjoy playing music. Yeah. We enjoy writing music. We enjoy being in the room together. Like, and I suppose that fucking inspires us. Like, just
yeah, absolutely.
Wanting to try and do the best we fucking can or whatever.
No, I got respect. I mean, when it comes from the heart, like, you know, people write about stuff like fantasy and like over
Yeah, but that's not us.
like, yeah. Well, sometimes it's better to just write about your own personal experiences, like what actually relates to you and probably relates to more of a massive amount of people as well.
Bad women.
Yeah.
Bad women and booze.
Relatable.
I always said, you know, like when it comes to when people write stuff about fantasy and that, I said it's the main reason. Like I said, Brad asked me once, he went, "Why don't you like power metal?" I'm like, I said, honestly, it's the lyrics.
Reason. Yeah,
it's the exact reason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even kidding. That's the one reason, right? I said I don't mind the actual instrumentals, but when some guy comes on and he's there, like, and the dragon did this, he's like, fuck off. Like, immediately loses me.
I'm trying to get
100%.
No, it's not for Nathan. Like, I think the only like power metal band that you've actually enjoyed, which is just watching live, I think was Powerwolf on it, but that's the only one that you could actually withstand.
Yeah, and that's because I watched them live. Like live, it was like, this is bearable. This
because
like he had intros and shit, enough to distract me. You know what I mean? I was there like, well, you know what? I can't focus on the lyrics now because he's got a fucking like flamethrower strapped to his arm. Of course, I'm gonna fucking enjoy this. Like, I said, but if we were just sat there singing it, I'd be like, yeah, no, fuck this. I'm gonna go back to my tent and have a beer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
power metal.
What would you say is your? Well, we've got a podcast to run, so if you're in a power metal band,
Nathan don't want you to come on.
Pist don't like it. No, I'm only joking. But I just don't like your music. Nothing against you as a person.
So, like, what would you say has probably been your biggest challenge as a band since you started?
Not drinking too much.
Well, we failed it.
I don't know. We seem to, like, when COVID happened, we grabbed it by the balls and wrote a complete new album. So,
I'm not sure if we've met our biggest challenge yet. You know,
still yet to come.
Maybe.
It's been fairly easy, honestly, compared to some nights.
I mean, we juggle our jobs and shit like that, but we make it work because, you know, you take holidays off work to go on fucking tour and stuff like that. So we don't really go away on like holidays, fucking sitting on the beach or out like that. But yeah, I mean, we managed so far, and I think we've managed all right, to be fair.
I think the hardest thing is like sometimes sorting travel out to gigs.
Yeah. So none of us have to drive and we can all drink.
Yeah, I think that's like the most important thing though. Like, you know, it sounds like you're all kind of in for it. Like if you're all in and you all like dedicate all the time that you need for it, then there'll never really be any issues. Like the issue comes, I think, when you've got like a member or two that just don't have as much interest or passion for it as everybody else, and that kind of drags everything down.
I think everyone wants to be there when we stand in the room and shit like that. I feel like everyone wants to be there. So that's massive, because if you like what you were just saying, if you've got a member like that, then that's no one's going to play any better than that because you can only play to your like fucking ultimate strengths. And if some cunt's been a lazy bastard, then he ain't going to push forward with that shit.
Get in the bin. Yeah.
Yeah, throw him in the bin.
Yeah, throw him in the bin.
But I think it's like what you're saying though as well, like juggling work. I've always found that's like the hardest part, because I've got quite a full-on job as well. So it's juggling work is always like a big challenge.
Yeah, well, it's managing to get all the same holidays off at the same time in each of our different jobs. Like, which can be a struggle. Like when companies are saying fucking they're only allowed to select amount of people off or whatever. Like, so. That can be difficult. I mean, that happened on our first tour we went on, didn't we? I was working at a gaff and they granted me the leave and then retracted it. But my doctor was sound. I went to the doctors and got a sick note for a week and just
Nice.
said I was stressed.
I mean,
This is on
it
Facebook
works.
going, he doesn't look that stressed. He's
I was
in,
chilling.
he's on
I
top.
explained it to
Having the time of your
the
life.
dude as well. I was like, fucking, they've done this to me. It is pecking me head. And he was like, all right, you're sick now. He was an absolute boy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I've got really bad mosh pit withdrawals, doctor. Gonna have to take it.
Yeah.
I need to scream.
I just want to piss on my merch.
I just wake up in a cold sweat and just think, I need to piss on my merch now.
It's sort of become a habit. So absolutely. So
What sort of got you all into heavier music?
yeah.
I think I overlapped Brad's question then.
So we both cast the same thing. Go for it.
I'd probably say wrestling back in the day.
Greatest answer ever.
I mean, like WWF, like the intro music, I was like, that's sick, what is it? And then I'd ask my dad, because,
Motorhead.
yeah, Motorhead and
It's all
Metallica.
about the game.
Yeah, and then I found Kerrang and then became a little mini mosher and took it from there.
A lot of people say like WWE and like Tony Hawk are two of the most common ones I've heard.
I got I just listened to like the Beatles a lot when I was a kid, and my parents weren't into no metal or nothing like that. And then I stumbled across Marilyn Manson and like Pantera and Slayer and shit. And then there was some older kids at school who got us into like Napalm Death and Corpse and Deicide and all that shit. And then just fucking went from there. Like, so I went on a bit of a self-discovery rather than having it handed to us or whatever.
But the older kids just like at the bottom of the hallway, like, hey, do you want to buy some?
No, they
Deicide
were all
CD?
right. I think they might have been selling us weed or something like that. Right. And they had Once Upon the Cross. I always remember that front cover, the white fucking cloth with the blood coming out. Deicide rule. Fucking, early days, I didn't.
Yeah, we'll talk about the later stuff. We were saying like a while back, like I was like, have you ever noticed like when someone mentions like Deicide, they always go for the classics, but then as soon as it gets to anywhere past like a couple years, like
Scars of the Crucifix was the last good record. I enjoyed that record.
See, I disagree, me. I think like I like a lot of the newer Deicide records. Like, I think is it In the Minds of Evil, like one of the latest
I
ones.
don't know. I stopped
good.
listening, man.
That's a good one there. What's like the riff that you're most proud of writing, and why?
Oh, bloody hell.
Go for one off the new record.
There's so many riffs.
But no one knows it.
Probably the one that people know is Skin Your God, that opening riff, because it's basically a solo, but it's a riff. But it's really melodic and quite hard to play. But yeah, Skin Your God has an opening riff, and then there's definitely one on the new album. Well, there'll be a couple. Which one's your favourite?
Of our riffs?
Yeah.
Don't know.
There's,
I've never thought about it.
there's one on the new album, which we call the new death metal one.
Death to All.
Yeah, the second riff on the song that will be called Death to All. Yeah, that's probably my favourite. It's just I can just imagine a circle pit opening whenever I play it.
Yeah, it's like,
That's pretty cool, that tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new album's like good, man.
do you think it's like the best one that you've done so far then?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
It's as big of a step up as Hales was from the album before that. This is even more of a step up. So it's going to make people think, fucking hell, what even is this band anymore?
And then the one after this one will be better than that.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
it's better every time. Looking forward to hearing it.
Yeah, nice one, man.
Definitely. What sort of if you like trapped on a desert island, only could pick 3 albums to listen to, which 3 albums would you pick?
Dirt by Alice in Chains. Entombed, To Ride, Shoot Straight and Speak the Truth. And probably Master of Reality by Sabbath. I'll take them three.
All good
good
choices.
I'll go. Fucking hell. No Remorse, Motorhead. Like, because I got fucking quite a few tunes there.
Can you pick greatest hits?
Yeah. Can I pick some kind of best of the Beatles? Because that's coming. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah,
but
literally. You
I'm
can pick
taking a
whatever you
load
want.
of Beatles. Like, I'm gonna stash some as well because I'm not playing by the rules.
There's no rules, mate. It's not a real island. So
Yeah.
what you want?
And, what else? The Evil One, Rocky Erickson.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Definitely. Good mix. Good
So,
mix.
Dave, I know you like to go out for your walks in the wilderness. What's your favourite spot? And why?
Entwistle Reservoir.
Where is that?
It's round the corner from us. It's about a fucking 15-minute drive or something. And it's just a lovely bloody spot. We can.
It looks like Norway. It's insane.
Yeah, it's just a great little spot, close to home comforts and all that shit.
Yeah, man. Might be able to film something like a black metal video there. Get some corpse paint on.
Yeah.
Never.
Never. Give me that shit.
It's a good place to
Yeah, if some black metal band wants to go there, couldn't recommend it more.
Yeah, I've got
Make
like a
sure you
reservoir
take
near me
your
as
makeup.
well. Yeah, I've got like a reservoir near me. It's like about 10 minutes away, but it's like a proper nice place as well.
Well, fucking loaded round there, man. It's a great spot.
Yeah, we like in Leeds, it's all right as well if you want to go for nice little walks.
Yeah,
I live in quite a shite area, so you got to really pick your timing. Really, you're like, hang on, when's stabbing time?
Yeah. I'm just gonna go
When's
for a
stabbing
run.
time over?
It's like, no, fuck a run, sprint. I'm going for a sprint.
Yeah, when Nathan said he's going for a run, he's really going for a run, aren't you?
Yeah, just need to
Especially
stop
like-
my guns. But it's
I'm not even
stabbing
kidding.
time.
My area is that bad, right? I have a rule, like after 8 o'clock, I'm not going anywhere. I said
Really?
even if I'm like, yeah, because if it's winter especially, right? So to get to the Tesco, I have to walk down this tunnel. There's been 3 stabbings in this fucking tunnel, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, after 8 o'clock, I'm not fucking going anywhere.
Is there not another way around?
No, because the only other around is like through a fucking really busy. So you're like, I just won't leave.
Just get Uber Eats.
Buy a gun.
Uber Eats or buy a gun.
Buy a gun. Uber Eats or buy a gun.
I'm sure
The
Uber
choice
Eats-
is yours.
This is like, I'll get 1 gap, please. I want a 9mm.
Yeah. 9mm pizza, please. Keep getting freezing on us.
They just drop it on your doorstep. Looks like I froze for a bit there.
Yeah, there was. There's a bit of freezing.
Yeah, no, my internet's quite shite, to be fair. What would you say is the biggest inspiration on the band as a whole?
Well, as in like musically or just live?
Like
Yeah,
musically, say
musically.
like as in like bands that you may have listened to and been like, these guys
Fucking
are
like
amazing.
heavy, aggressive, fucking catchy, great music. Everything from fucking Rainbow to fucking Dark Throne to bloody Morbid Angel to like, I mean, even in some ways, like shit like Hendrix and stuff like that. Like,
What inspires me the most is when you see a smaller band absolutely smash it, and even though they might not be that big, they're still like amazing.
Yeah, it's one of those ones when you see them and you're like, oh, these guys are going places. Like,
Yeah.
just energy, man.
Definitely.
just a drive to create great stuff. Well, to the greatest shit we can do at the time, and just heavy, good
Just bands
music.
what are good at what they do.
Yeah. Like we're into everything, man. Like straight up, so much fucking music. It's
We even like Little Mix.
I love Little Mix. Like I don't just like Little Mix. I
Fucking love them.
Little Mix. Great girl power, man.
Are we going to see like a Little Mix cover on the next
Are we fuck?
No, but we'll turn up in the van with it blasting.
Yeah. Just cruising around with it.
All right, that. Are you guys excited to play Bloodshot, by the way? Because
Yeah,
obviously seeing you guys there.
I'm just a bit nervous about playing the last day when it's 5 days long. And we're going on. We're going on.
Yeah, I think me and John are gonna do the whole fucking party. So I'm gonna have to watch my voice, which is gonna be shocking, like because I never do that.
Yeah, that's a painful day to be doing your set. To be honest, like.
Yeah, man, but it'll be fun. See what happens. Like I'm feeling positive.
Yeah, let's make it a rager.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we can't wait. Bloodstock's fucking class, mate. And we're playing on the same day as Judas fucking Priest, man. Like that is just that's mint. I mean, I wish it was Iron Maiden. Don't get me wrong, because Iron Maiden over Priest all day fucking long. But yeah, Judas Priest will do.
Yeah, they'll do. I suppose they can support us, I guess. Yeah.
No, I'm happy to open for Priest.
Oh yeah.
Just not open my house for Rob.
Yeah, no, Bloodstock should be great because I'm so looking forward to it. There's so many bands I want to see. Sure. I just really hope no bands clash with each other like too much. I always get really like nervous about that shit. Because I'm like,
I only usually manage to watch about 4 bands.
I remember like
useless with festivals.
Well, I remember like 2019's like Bloodstock. Our mate Callum, Anthrax were meant to be on, but Callum like talking like, oh well, they're meant to be cancelled because of the wind and blah 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 blah.
Because of the wind.
Yeah.
Belladonna won't play. Might blow his wig off.
No, because the fucking wind were like awful. Like they even said that they didn't know if they were gonna be able to let Parkway play, and I was there like, well, you know what? If I've come all this way and a fucking headliner's not playing, I'm with fuming. Right, but they ended up playing, and our mate Callum's favorite song by Anthrax is "I Am the Law." He's always ranted over the years.
Fuck around no more.
He was saying, oh, they never play it live. I'm so upset they never play it live, right? He decided to fucking stay in his tent and just get pissed because he was like, oh, gonna be cancelled anyway. Yeah, there was an hour late. They ended up playing I Am the Law, and we ended up coming back going, hey, Callum, you know what you missed? Missed fucking I Am the Law.
Dickhead.
They're like, hey, you thought the fucking wind were going to get in the way.
Is this your first time playing?
No, we played in 2015. We opened for Saturday at the Sophie Lancaster stage, but we didn't even have an album out then, so it feels like we've never played it before, really.
That's what it's going to be cool.
Sure. Definitely. Is there any bands that you're wanting to see yourselves at Bloodstock?
I can plug a few mates that are playing. I've got Bloodshot Dawn. Bloodshot Dawn are good friends of mine, and Fall On World.
Video Nasty's playing.
Video Nasties are playing, yeah. Gravelines.
Evo,
yeah.
I watch Orange Goblin. I'm a big Orange Goblin fan.
Yeah, Saxon.
Well. Yeah, Saxon. You gotta keep it denim and leather, haven't you? Fucking Judas Priest. Who else is playing, man? He's gonna have a look. Have you got another question, and we'll come back to
Yeah. What sort of hobbies and interests do you all have, like outside the band?
Liverpool Football Club. I'm big Liverpool Football Club fan.
I like hiking and exercising.
Me and John go to the gym like a fair bit together.
Do you have like lifting competitions?
No, because he'd win. He's fucking younger than me, so Little Gun's got his shit up on me, man. But now we work out like fucking 2 times a week. We go walking a lot. We'll watch the footy and that together. And music's a big one, man. We'll sit around and just like listen to records and stuff like that a lot of the time. Just, make a bit of food and that and fucking have a few beers, chill out.
I can't complain with that, to be honest.
Just good, normalish shit.
Yeah, I need to hit the gym again, to be honest. I've been so lazy with this week.
Yeah, get back at it, man.
Yeah,
you can't be slacking at that shit.
No, losing my games.
Well, yeah. That's it. And you don't want to lose them, do you? Fuck no.
Want Suns out, guns out, Bloodstock, so I need to make sure I get my shape up.
Yeah, well,
you
don't even need guns to get them out.
No, that's true.
I've been having like a little joke saying I'm going to get absolutely shredded for Bloodstock just to show everyone up. So everyone that turns up with a lockdown bods, I'm going to be shredded.
Well, that's what he's doing that. I've sorted my shoulders and upper body out, but I've still got me fucking big up. That cunt's going nowhere.
Yeah, to be honest,
I'm training for I'm training for like the next few months just to ruin it all within that 5 days.
Yeah, man.
Sounds like a solid plan, man.
Yeah. I'll have done it for a year and I'll be going back weak as Pist.
I know, I want to get good for Bloodstock, but I feel like the only thing that's going to be shredded is the fucking chicken at the Chinese shop there.
We'll see about that,
still playing.
Fucking Creator are playing.
Oh yeah, Creator.
Yeah, I'll be
for that.
Fucking Creator, man.
Violence, Conjurer, Napalm Death.
Yeah. Oh, Napalm. Yeah. Fuck.
Phil Campbell, just because I'm over it.
Yeah. Go watch Phil.
Greenland, go watch them.
I was absolutely gutted when Phil Anselmo and the Illegals pulled out because I was there like. I was like, it's basically seeing Pantera.
I saw Pantera back in the day, man. I was lucky. Yeah,
lucky
man.
bastard.
I remember reinventing the steel tower at the Apollo in Manchester with Satyricon and Powerman 5000, Rob Zombie's brothers band. But yeah, we caught Phil Anselmo and the Illegals in Manchester, and it was amazing. Fucking class, man.
Yeah, I've seen them before when they played Download and they were doing like a few Pantera covers as well. So that was
they played the Pantera set, like, so it was fucking cool, man.
So, some guy I used to work with, he got to see Pantera. I can't remember what fucking year it was, but he were telling me that he literally got like the last seats. He said there were no standing. And he went, it was so painful to sit down and watch Pantera.
Man, they were at the Apollo, so there's the standing down front, but up top there's like a balcony with fucking, seating and stuff like that. Yeah. But they were doing all the shit you see on the home videos, where they're winging drinks up to the people in the seats and stuff like that. I was like 16-year-old, man. It was great.
No, but
I wish I could have seen him. Yeah, I wish I could have seen him so much. But they're easily one of my top like 3 bands.
Oh, 100%. So they were the kings of fucking metal back in the legit fucking metal that was coming through in the 90s and stuff like that. Fucking Pantera were the best.
No, Riffs were theirs.
Yeah, he's also was quite influenced as a guitarist as well, Dan.
Yeah, well, Pist was so influential as a band. Like, there's so many bands that you can hear now that have still got that sort of Pantera vibe. Like the guitar tone, I'd say a lot of bands kind of built on a similar guitar tone as Pantera over time.
Well, Dan was the fucking dude, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
He was the guy.
Dan played hard, man.
Rhythm and
oh yeah, he's such a talented guitarist. Such a talented guitarist.
Yeah, for sure. So we are getting sort of like the end point of the interview now, and one way that we always like to leave it is, what advice would he give to a band just starting out, and what advice would he give to yourselves when you were just starting out as well?
To a band starting out, just have as much fun as possible.
Believe in it.
To myself, back in the day, don't have too much fun.
Have fun, but not too much, right?
Believe in what you're doing. Don't be a dickhead. Just don't be a dickhead. Fucking get on with everyone who's fucking, trying to do a positive thing, man. There's a load of fucking negativity kicking about and stuff like that. And it's, it's nonsense. We're all in it for the same fucking gig, aren't we?
Yeah.
Definitely. So just work with people, fucking try and be as positive as you can in this fucked up shit, and just
don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, don't be too serious. Just have fun and fucking smile at the end of the day. Because if you ain't smiling, what's the fucking point, man?
Like that.
I like that, man. Oh, that's sick advice.
Too right. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, coming on. Looking forward to seeing you guys at Bloodstock. It's going to be an absolute rager, so that's going to be fun. Fingers crossed it does go ahead. I'm pretty sure it will, but
we're confident. Man.
I'm confident about it.
Boris can't go back on that fucking roadmap now.
Fuck
I swear to God.
He's promised us now.
Bozzhead will, he's a knobhead.
He's a knobhead.
Fuck the Tories.
Yeah, fuck the Tories.
That's a great fucking note to end on, to be honest. Fuck the fucking Tories.
Yeah, advice for bands starting out.
Don't be a fucking Tory.
Honestly, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure getting you guys on. I don't think I've ever laughed so much in a fucking podcast episode, really. So yeah, really excited to see it at Bloodstock. Really excited to hear your full length album and all that. So yeah, hopefully we see it at Bloodstock.
Cheers, man.
Wish you guys the best.
Cheers,
lads.
Take care.